This has been something that has been interesting to me for a while now, you guys. Shit. How do I put this? Fuck. Well, this is my own rant from what I'm taking it here, so don't frag me with pitchforks and shit like that just because I'm with this fucking topic. But fighting games, you know, people like to play with their friends. People like to go to tournaments, this and that. But the problem thing is with fighting games is that people usually take competitive fighting games very seriously and never once for fun, from my point of view. Reason why I'm saying the problem with competitive fighting games right now is that people like to win, right? People like to win, people like to have fun. But the thing is about the word fun, there's no fun in competitive, truthfully, because that's only for the casual level. But if you want to do it at the competitive level, then be prepared for a lot of hate mail and a lot of death threats, because usually the case that happened with Emily and with Emily and the Tekken 7 thing, I have no idea who that Emily person is, but she's sending racial slurs and death threats. That's a problem of why competitive fighting games right now is not okay, because people likes to go to tournaments to have fun and you know, to have fun and stuff. But however, in competitive, your main focus is supposed to win, and that's it. There's no fun in competitive because, well, you have to win. But if you do want to win, there's going to be people who you beat that's going to get ragey, and then they're going to either hit you in real life in the tournaments or not. Like, my problem with the tournament, my problem with competitive fighting games is that the community is always negative. Never once positive. It's like this. You're like, you say something to GG, but then if you're like this, basically you're just telling them to be, you know, to go fuck themselves, they suck, uninstall, blah blah blah. Like, that's usually how I see mostly some players I see in toxic fighting games that I've been dealing with my entire life. I trust me, it's not about me being, you know, being bad or good or whatever. I'm just saying my point of view is that most fighting games nowadays, when people do not actually see it, is that most of the time that I've been playing fighting games, there are people that are toxic, like toxic. But every time when you're seeing people in a tournament or whatever, they're always nice and friendly, you know, in Evo and stuff. But in reality, there are people that will be negative all the time. For example, Sonic Fox taunting people that he beat and saying, you know, they will never be this good, or, you know, input any country you want to put that in the title of the sentence there. They will never be good, because Sonic Fox will just call them out as is. What he did with the guy in France, I don't know who that player is that lives in France, but he called him out. He says that he's never be good, and this and that. So I don't know what Sonic Fox did that pissed him off, but Sonic Fox is very negative. But do I have a problem with the guy? I mean, if he wants to be negative, he can be negative. I honestly don't care. But for me, when I want to play fighting games, I want to have people that are positive and I want to have fun. But when there are people that don't want to have fun and they want to be negative, saying you suck this, uninstall the game, you're trash that, blah blah blah, then that's a fucking problem. Like, there's like literally no fun whatsoever in competitive fighting games. Fuck. I wish there was like a tournament that has like with casual players on one side and competitive players on the other side. Like, I don't have that problem with other video games because you don't have people calling them out on Twitter every fucking time saying they're trash that, or they will never be good at this, or like they need to quit their career, or smash their keyboards, or smash their whatever. It's like, why would you waste good freaking money? Like, you spend so much money on a desktop, PC, whatever, and the next thing you know, you rage in a fighting game, which is another problem too. Raging in fighting games, that can also lead to problems. Like Low Tier God, for example. And oh boy, does Low Tier God have a list of problems. Like, every time he loses, he will literally insult someone like this. He's like this. Low Tier God's like, I mean, making a video. It's like this. That's basically what Low Tier God's doing even most of the time. As for Sonic Fox, he's one of the best fighting game players in the world, but honestly, that guy's negative as all hell. And there are other people that live streams fighting games to have fun and stuff, but there was also prize money involved, and there's also cheats. Cheating is another thing. You don't want to ever cheat in a fighting game, because that's, you either get banned or you can actually get arrested. Cheaters never win, and hackers never win, which is also another problem too. Hackers, they will hack. There are some fighting games where hackers can actually cheat the game and actually hack. Like, it's not okay. Hacking and cheating is never okay too. That's another part of the problem why where there's a problem with competitive fighting games. There are like people that wants to be toxic, people that wants to be negative towards other players. Like, Mommy, I'm making a video. Can you please let me freaking talk? To my, like, make a video. I'm making a video right now. Let me talk. I'm talking, there's like a problem with fighting games right now. That's for people who do tournaments. Like, let me freaking speak. It's like you think that I'm crazy. But I'm not. I'm making a video. I have a PlayStation camera. Let me speak. Jeez. Interrupting. I don't know what else to say, but like, Twitter is a bad place for fighting game community in total, especially Facebook. Like, if you want to have a competitive fighting game local tournament or whatever, this is the only thing I'm going to be saying because I don't want to make the video too long. Play a fighting game, play any fighting game you like with your friends. Don't play with random people, because if you play with random people, the chances are of you not want to play a fighting game anymore is going to be extremely high. It's always best to play with your friends and not with random people. If you want to play with random people for casual and for fun and not competitive reasons, because if you play for competitive reasons, the chances are of you getting hated, getting negativity and death threats is extremely high. So don't do it competitively, because if you do it competitively, there's going to be dislike, there's going to be people hacking your account, this and that. So don't do it competitively, because that's the problem with fighting games right now competitively, because people just wants to, ruin your life and ruin your career in seconds. If you want to play casually, I suggest playing with your friends. Like, if they have the same fighting game as you can play with them online, casually. Don't play competitively, because if you play competitively, chances are your friends are not going to play with you anymore if you take it too seriously and win over time. For me, do I want to still play competitively? Yes, to some degree, but not all the time. Like, I don't know what else to put out for this video, so all I can say is if you want to play fighting games casually, make sure you play with your friends. Don't play with random people. As for competitive, well, don't act like Sonic Fox. Don't act like some, you know, top evil player that wants to be so negative and tell them to like end their career. You will never be good. This and that. Don't be like that person. Don't be that type of person you want to admire. Don't do that shit. That's just gonna have your life itself going career down under being a negative person towards the other people. Don't do that. As for me, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play fighting games competitively, to be honest. The way how people are right now, trying to get good, to fuck themselves, racial slurs, this, death threats, that. Just been seeing this every freaking time in the competitive scene and fighting games. I think it's best for me to say that I just stop being competitive entirely, because the result's going to end up the same way as me, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I don't want to get attacked, I don't want to get hacked or whatever. But that doesn't mean I have a problem with fighting games. I love fighting games, don't get me wrong, but there are better ways to play other games that's not just fighting games all the time. Because if you play fighting games all the time and you get angry, the result of you getting angry is going to break something, and you are wasting money for buying something that you already got. That's why I don't want to play fighting games competitively. That's another reason too. So my only solution: play fighting games with your friends. Don't play with random people. That's all I can say. For the love of God, Sonic Fox, if you're watching this, do not ever attack other people like that again. That's negative to the community, and that's very bad. If you want to tell someone to get better at a game, tell it positivity. Don't tell them negativity. You tell them that they will never be better at this. This is your top guy? How weak. Don't say anything like that. That's just bringing negativity to the community. That's very bad. And that's the reason why most people don't want to play competitive fighting games anymore. Even me, I don't even want to play that anymore either. So please, for the love of God, you and whatever top fighting game player out there, don't be negative. Please, don't do it. It's just not okay. It's not. It's bad. That just brings the negative side effect of what a community is supposed to be. A community is supposed to be positive and fun, not downward under. If you want to tell someone to get good or get better, tell the positivity, don't tell the negativity. That's just bad. And to those that want a toxic and rage and death threat and racial slurs that, and like fucking Emily in Tekken 7, don't do that either. That's just making yourself the problem and not the actual person. You're actually going to get more likely to get banned if you act like that towards people and send them death threats. That's not okay either. As of I said right now, I think that's about it. It's Versailles, making my small rant. I know it's not that good. I know it's like a live stream rather than a commentary video, but either way, it is what it is. This is all I can do. I don't have better quality equipment or know how to edit videos, but this is what I'm like. This is all I can do for right now. But once I have more money or more better equipment, and and this and that, just like my friend Blue X has, then I'll probably do something about it. But right now, I don't have that I don't have that money on me. So yeah, this is my rant. This is all I can say about the problem that is in the fighting game community. So or in fighting games in general. Yeah, that's all I can say. Catch you guys later, I guess. Oh, and if I do end up making another video, it's probably gonna be a different gameplay, not this one, because I'm still trying to get used to it, even though I'm not playing that much, because I'm mostly talking instead of playing, Anyway, it's gonna be me signing off. I'll catch you guys later.